Have you ever wondered how the Amish manage to live so simply, yet so richly, without modern luxuries like electricity and smartphones? In today's video, we'll explore 50 tried-and-true frugal living tips inspired by generations of Amish wisdom. From saving on groceries to mastering DIY home repairs, these simple yet powerful strategies will help you cut costs and live more intentionally. Whether you're new to frugality or just looking for fresh ideas, stick around. You might be surprised how easy it is to embrace a more mindful way of life. Number 1. Recognize the power of limits. Many Amish families operate under strict spending guidelines, ensuring they never live beyond their means. By deciding in advance what you can comfortably afford on groceries, household items, and even leisure, you'll build discipline and avoid impulsive purchases. The key is staying realistic and consistent, gradually refining your weekly or monthly financial framework until it fits like a glove. Number 2, grow a kitchen herb plot. Even if you don't have vast farmland, a few planters by the window can yield flavorful herbs. Basil, mint, oregano, and parsley are easy options to start with. Harvesting fresh leaves for meals not only cuts grocery costs, but also elevates your culinary experience. Many Amish kitchens boast ample dried herbs for winter, ensuring bold flavors in every homemade dish. Number 3, learn to build simple furniture. The Amish are renowned for carpentry, turning raw wood into sturdy tables, chairs, and shelving. You may not become a master cabinet maker overnight, but crafting basic wooden pieces saves money and fosters self-reliance. Start small, perhaps a bench or a bookshelf. Access online tutorials, gather secondhand wood, and experiment. Over time, you'll grow more confident and reduce household expenses significantly. Number 4, use off-peak electricity. While traditional Amish households might not be plugged into the grid, this concept can still be adapted. Certain regions have lower utility rates during late night or early morning hours. Shift tasks such as laundry, dishwashing, or baking to off-peak times to lessen your electric bill. Though subtle, these changes add up long-term and align well with a more mindful daily schedule. Number 5. Extend produce shelf life naturally. Without relying on fancy gadgets, the Amish often store vegetables in root cellars, using the earth's stable temperature to keep them fresh. At home, you can mimic this approach by storing carrots, potatoes, and onions in a cool, dark space with good ventilation. Remember to remove any damaged produce before it spoils the entire batch. This old-fashioned method is both thrifty and effective. Number 6, swap and rotate clothing. Family members within an Amish household pass down clothes as younger siblings grow. Consider organizing a clothing swap among friends to refresh your wardrobe without draining funds. Make it a fun event, with everyone bringing items that no longer fit or suit their taste. You'll gain new pieces for free while decluttering, preserving resources, and extending the lifespan of countless garments. Number 7, focus on quality footwear. While chasing the cheapest shoes might feel frugal in the moment, constant replacements quickly erode your budget. Amish families often favor durable leather boots that last for years with proper care. Invest in sturdy footwear that supports your feet and can withstand regular resoling. Polish, waterproof, or mend small cracks early, ensuring you won't have to buy new pairs every few months. Number 8, host community meals. The Amish frequently gather for potluck dinners, where everyone contributes a dish. This approach reduces individual food costs and creates a sense of togetherness. Try inviting neighbors, co-workers, or family friends to share a big meal. You'll enjoy a variety of dishes without shelling out for expensive restaurant tabs. Leftovers can be split, further cutting waste and stretching your weekly food budget. Number 9, practice sewing for utility. Beyond fixing torn sleeves, Amish households craft quilts and other household textiles. Learning to sew simple pillowcases, curtains, or tablecloths can inject personality into your home while slashing decor costs. Seek out free patterns and secondhand fabrics, then repurpose them creatively. Functional sewing projects reduce wear on store-bought linens and let you customize colors, patterns, and textures. Number 10. Maintain a self-sufficient mindset. One hallmark of Amish living is the belief that most tasks can be tackled in-house. Whether it's small engine repairs, painting a spare bedroom, or learning to reupholster a worn chair, the focus lies in self-education. By adopting this attitude, you develop marketable skills, save money on labor, and take pride in your resilience. Each successful DIY project fuels the motivation to tackle the next one. Number 11. Turn to simple entertainment. Without TVs, the Amish engage in gatherings, barn dances, or board games. Modern households can follow suit by scheduling regular game nights or craft sessions. Instead of paying for expensive outings, rely on the humble pleasure of spending time together. No streaming subscription required. Borrow books from the library, organize group outdoor activities, or host a storytelling circle to tap into shared creativity. Number 12. Keep a strict grocery list. Amish families often arrive at stores with precise shopping lists and rarely deviate. This tactic thwarts temptation, especially in aisles packed with attractive but unnecessary products. Make a list only after checking your pantry and fridge, so you're not duplicating items you already own. Clarity at the checkout counter translates to fewer impulse buys, healthier meal planning, and minimized waste in the long run. Number 13. Prioritize community thrift sales. Many Amish run auctions and sales feature handmade items, produce, and used goods at lower than retail prices. Non-Amish neighborhoods can replicate this principle by hosting yard sales or rummage events. In one weekend, you might score a solid oak dresser, a vintage lamp, or a working sewing machine for a steal. The collaborative feel also encourages neighbors to mingle and share resources rather than buying new. Number 14. Attempt minimalist decorating. Amish interiors emphasize practicality with minimal clutter and ornaments. Instead of filling every inch of wall space, select meaningful pieces that reflect family heritage or personal memories. Handmade quilts can serve as both decor and blankets. The result is a calm environment that costs less to maintain. It also fosters gratitude for what you have, reducing the urge to chase fleeting design trends that quickly go out of style. Number 15. Create homemade cleaning wipes. Many store-bought wipes come with lofty price tags and loads of chemicals. Try cutting old t-shirts into squares, then soaking them in a solution of warm water, vinegar, and a few drops of essential oil. Keep these reusable cloths in a sealed container, ready for wiping counters or dusting furniture. After use, just launder them. This method is far gentler on both your wallet and the environment. Number 16. Invest in sturdy winter gear. Harsh winters require warm clothing, but the Amish demonstrate you can do so economically by choosing long-lasting fabrics like wool or heavy cotton. Good quality coats can serve multiple seasons if you repair frayed seams and replace missing buttons as soon as you notice them. Meanwhile, layering with thermals or underclothes minimizes the need to overheat your living space, further trimming energy costs. Number 17. Keep a food inventory. Knowing exactly what's in your pantry, freezer, and fridge helps you plan efficient meals. Amish families often maintain records of canned goods, flour, grains, and more, so they never let anything spoil unnoticed. Copy this strategy by setting up a simple spreadsheet or a handwritten log. Each time you restock or open a new jar, make a note. This transparency prevents overbuying, allows precise meal planning, and preserves perishable groceries for as long as possible. Number 18. Embrace hand-me-down furniture. Amish communities often recycle furniture within extended family circles rather than heading to big box stores. You can replicate this by turning to relatives or local online listings where people give away items they no longer need. With a touch of refurbishing, like sanding, painting, or reupholstering, an old table can become your home's centerpiece. This practice saves landfill space and your money, while adding a unique touch to living areas. Number 19. Turn candle making into a hobby. While oil lamps remain iconic in Amish households, candle making is another beloved tradition. Beeswax or soy candles can be poured at home, offering a soft, warm glow and a pleasant aroma. Homemade candles serve as thoughtful gifts, reduce dependence on electric lighting for ambiance, and simplify emergency preparations if you lose power. With some online research, you can begin exploring creative molds, scents, and dyes. Number 20. Limit kitchen gadgets. Rather than clutter the counters with specialized machines, Amish cooks favor multi-purpose tools that last decades. A sturdy cast iron skillet can handle everything from frying eggs to roasting vegetables in the oven. A hand-crank food processor or manual blender often suffices for smaller tasks. By avoiding dozens of gimmicky gadgets, you save on appliance costs, free up storage space, and preserve that sense of culinary simplicity. Number 21. Watch for local produce markets. When produce hits peak season, prices drop sharply at local farm stands. Amish communities grow and sell tomatoes, cucumbers, berries, and even homemade jams at roadside stands or markets, reflecting their connection to the land. Seek similar opportunities where you live. Buying fresh local produce supports small farmers, reduces transportation costs, and grants you access to flavorful ingredients without the supermarket markup. Number 22. Practice seasonal meal rotation. Because the Amish rely on farm-fresh bounty, their menus change with the calendar. You can adopt this notion by focusing on seasonal highlights, like hearty soups in winter and lighter salads in summer. Seasonal menus capitalize on what's cheapest and most flavorful at any given time. This mindful approach encourages creativity and lessens your environmental footprint by avoiding produce shipped long distances. Number 23. Apply the one-in, one-out rule. Overconsumption can wreck even the best frugal budget. Amish families, known for simplicity, frequently maintain minimal possessions. Each new item typically replaces an older or broken one. Before you buy something, see if you have a similar item at home that's ready to be donated, sold, or repurposed. This habit keeps your living space under control and curbs unnecessary spending. Number 24. Prioritize tool quality. Instead of picking the cheapest power drill on the shelf, Amish craftsmen and farmers buy robust tools designed to handle frequent heavy use. Although the initial expense might sting, you'll save money in the long run by avoiding replacements. Properly caring for tools, storing them safely, keeping them clean, and occasionally sharpening blades ensures they remain reliable for years. Number 25. Choose an affordable commute. Many Amish communities rely on buggies or bicycles, cutting back drastically on car-related expenses. For modern contexts, think about carpooling or public transport if possible. If you live close enough to work, consider riding a bicycle on pleasant days. Gas, maintenance, and parking fees dwindle when you reduce your reliance on a personal vehicle. Plus, you'll get more exercise and fresh air. Number 26. Avoid high-interest debt. One characteristic of Amish budgeting is steering clear of loans with hefty interest rates. Their financial culture encourages saving until you have enough for large purchases. In your life, be wary of credit card balances or predatory lenders. Focus on paying down existing debts quickly, prioritizing the ones with the highest rates. Over time, you'll see that the peace of a smaller debt load boosts mental well-being as much as your bank account. Number 27. Batch cook meals. Preparation in large batches reduces wasted time and resources. When Amish families make a pot of soup or stew, they produce enough to feed everyone for multiple meals. You might freeze extras in individual portions, perfect for busy weekdays. This approach slashes the temptation of takeout and ensures you use up ingredients efficiently, preventing spoilage. Over time, your grocery bill reflects this consistent, planned approach. Number 28. Simplify personal care routines. Amish individuals might wash hair with homemade soap or rely on apple cider vinegar rinses rather than purchasing a pantry's worth of styling products. Consider paring down your personal care arsenal to just a few multi-purpose items. For example, coconut oil can act as a moisturizer, hair mask, or shaving aid. By eliminating product overkill, you free up cabinet space and reduce monthly expenses at the drugstore. Number 29. Keep drafts at bay. In cold climates, Amish homes are often built with attention to insulation and layout, preventing chilly drafts. If you own an older house, address leaky windows or doors that let precious heat escape. Use weather stripping or simple draft stoppers to seal gaps. Insulate crawl spaces and attics where feasible. By tightening up your home's envelope, you'll run the heater less and see real savings on energy bills. Number 30. Opt for high-efficiency appliances. While some Amish families don't use modern appliances, those who adapt them in partial ways still favor energy-efficient models. If you need a new fridge or washer, look for the Energy Star label. Though the upfront cost might be higher, the lower operating expenses make it worthwhile. Over a decade, these savings amount to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Number 31. Create household rotations. Amish communities often divide chores, so each family member knows precisely what tasks they're responsible for. This system fosters collective ownership of household maintenance. You could rotate duties like cooking, dishwashing, yard work, and vacuuming among family members. Everyone feels involved, and chores become more manageable. By distributing tasks, you reduce stress and create more free time without paying for outside help. Number 32. Use a clothes mending basket. In many Amish homes, you'll find a dedicated basket or box for garments that need minor fixes, like missing buttons or small rips. At week's end, someone will systematically address each item. You can replicate this to extend clothing life significantly. That hole in a sock needn't mean it's trash. A swift patch is usually enough. This custom encourages mindfulness about consumption and clothing care. Number 33. Learn basic animal husbandry. For households with enough land, raising a few chickens or goats can drastically lower grocery bills. Fresh eggs, milk, and occasionally meat supplement the family menu at minimal expense. The Amish excel at livestock care by combining traditional wisdom with close observation. Even if you only keep 3 hens, the daily egg supply quickly becomes an asset. Check local ordinances before venturing into backyard farming and ensure you have enough space and time to care for these animals properly. Number 34. Embrace bar soap and shampoo bars. Rather than juggling multiple liquid soap bottles or expensive hair cleansers, Amish families might rely on simple, eco-friendly bar soaps. Switching from bottled shampoo to a solid bar can curb plastic waste, last longer, and cut costs over time. Many small businesses and farmers markets sell handcrafted versions without harsh chemicals, giving you a gentle clean at a friendly price. Plus, you avoid clutter from an endless parade of half-used bottles. Number 35. Maintain a repair schedule for big equipment. For Amish farmers using minimal machinery, proper maintenance is critical. Modern households can apply the same principle to cars, lawnmowers, or HVAC systems. Regularly scheduled tune-ups, oil changes, and filter replacements cost less than major repairs that happen when equipment fails unexpectedly. Mark these maintenance dates on a calendar or set phone reminders. Being proactive helps you dodge financial shocks down the road. Number 36, simplify your wardrobe. Amish attire is famously modest and functional, with fewer pieces worn more often. Consider curating a minimal wardrobe filled with versatile staples, rather than chasing the latest trends. Look for clothes in neutral colors that can be easily mixed and matched. By owning less clothing, yet choosing quality, you'll have fewer decisions to make and less clutter. The savings on random fashion purchases can be redirected to experiences or bigger financial goals. Number 37, explore urban homesteading. Even in cities, you can implement Amish-inspired frugality by turning balconies into container gardens or converting community lots into cooperative vegetable patches. Grow peppers, tomatoes, or lettuce in large pots if you have minimal space. Recruit neighbors to participate, splitting costs for soil and seeds. Shared yields create a micro-community supporting each other's desire for fresh, affordable produce. This practice cultivates neighborly friendships while cutting grocery expenses. Number 38, refinish instead of replacing floors. Rather than installing entirely new flooring, Amish carpenters frequently restore old wood with sanding and staining. A worn surface might just need a little elbow grease to look almost new again. You can rent a sander and buy stain or sealant for a fraction of the replacement cost. The same mindset applies to furniture. A sturdy wooden table with scratches can shine once more with a fresh coat of varnish. Number 39, organize baking days. In Amish communities, bread, pies, and pastries are often baked in large batches to optimize the use of hot ovens. Plan a weekly or monthly baking session, tackling multiple recipes at once. While the oven's already on, roast some vegetables, or bake a casserole to store for midweek meals. This coordination cuts energy costs, ensures a well-stocked freezer, and fosters a sense of achievement as you see rows of homemade goods lined up and ready. Number 40, use rainwater for outdoor tasks. Many Amish farms feature cisterns or barrels for collecting rainwater. You can do something similar by installing a gutter-fed barrel in your backyard. Use captured rain for watering plants, cleaning patio furniture, or washing tools. This reduces your water bill and eases strain on local resources. Ensure you're following local guidelines for rainwater collection and keep your barrel sealed to discourage mosquitoes. Number 41, create your own spreads. Whether it's homemade peanut butter or fruit preserves, making spreads at home can be significantly cheaper. Grind peanuts in a food processor until smooth, adding a dash of salt or honey if desired. For jam, simmer fruit with sugar until it thickens, or try lower sugar recipes for a healthier twist. Amish families often have shelves filled with homemade jars, each one a product of careful ingredient selection and simpler living. Number 42, use HandMeDowns for home decor. In some Amish homes, artwork or decorative items travel between generations. Instead of constantly seeking new retail decor, look for older pieces tucked away in relatives' basements or local thrift shops. Vintage mirrors, woven baskets, or heirloom quilts can add rustic charm without costing a fortune. This approach brings a sense of continuity and memory to your living space, illustrating how cherished items can be repurposed rather than discarded. Number 43, freeze summer fruits. Amish families often freeze seasonal berries and peaches to enjoy sweet flavors during colder months. You can wash, dry, and lay fruit on baking trays before freezing. Once solid, transfer them to airtight bags. This prevents clumping and maintains texture. These handy bags of fruit can fill pies, smoothies, or desserts long after their harvest season has passed. You'll relish the taste of sunshine in January without paying premium prices for out-of-season produce. Number 44. Use wood ash for cleaning. On Amish farms that utilize wood stoves, ash often gets another life as a mild abrasive cleaner. While you might not have unlimited wood ash, consider using baking soda in a similar manner to scrub stubborn pots, pans, or grills. Both substances work like gentle scouring agents, helping you avoid chemical cleaners. Remember to don gloves if you handle ash, and keep it away from sensitive surfaces. This concept highlights how almost nothing goes to waste in a fully frugal household. Number 45. Swap childcare duties. Raising children can be expensive, especially when it comes to babysitting fees or after-school programs. Amish communities lean on neighbors and family members, trading childcare hours. Partner with other parents for a rotating babysitting schedule, freeing each to work, run errands, or simply rest without paying high fees. Children also benefit from socializing in a home-based environment, learning to share and adapt. This arrangement builds trust and fosters real friendships. Number 46. Limit holiday expenses. Amish Christmas celebrations revolve around faith, family, and handmade gifts rather than big-budget shopping sprees. You might keep holiday costs in check by setting a modest gift budget or focusing on shared experiences like sledding or decorating cookies together. Homemade ornaments or wreaths crafted from evergreen branches capture the festive spirit without draining your bank account. This subdued approach to holidays can feel more authentic and less stressful.